Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tech Beats Unplugged, the podcast where we groove into the latest tech trends and vibe with the flow of cloud possibilities. I'm your host, 𝐃𝐚𝐭𝐚 aka Cloud Dude, and I'm pumped to be here with y'all. And today is very special because I, in this episode, will step away and let two new AI hosts, that's right, take control and replace me to discuss about local LLMs and how to deploy local AI solution in the cloud. But wait, that's not all, because this is actually based on my last talk in Vegas at Oracle Cloud World. So buckle up, because some of you are going to be blown away by their talents. Enjoy.
Okay, so AI junkies, listen up. So you're deep into LLMs now, right? Building some pretty amazing things, I bet. Pushing the limits of what's possible. But maybe starting to wonder, what about my data?
Yeah, that's a question more and more people are asking themselves.
It's not just about the cool factor anymore, is it? We're diving deep into the world of private LLMs today. Your AI, your data, your control. It's about control and safety.
It's a fascinating new landscape. It really is. I mean, think about it. These public AI models, they are powerful, no doubt. But that power, well, sometimes it comes with strings attached.
When some of those strings, let's just say they're tied to some pretty big red flags.
Yeah.
Got to talk about data security with OpenAI.
Yeah, for sure. Those Snowflake subprocessors are a prime example. Remember that whole thing?
When could I forget?
Our source at Cloudthrill, they painted a pretty concerning picture, you know. It wasn't just OpenAI employees potentially getting their hands on user data. That data, it could have been exposed to third parties as well.
See, that's the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night. Sharing a secret with one person is one thing.
Yeah.
But suddenly, you've got a whole crowd listening in. Not cool. Not cool at all.
It highlights the big issue. OpenAI, all its innovation aside, it's a company. Their bottom line. Commercial success, and sometimes those priorities. Let's just say they clash with data security.
It makes you think twice about convenience, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when it's sensitive business data we're talking about.
You got it. And that leads us to the next biggie, data privacy. Are you really going to send all that precious information to some third party? It's like handing over the keys to the kingdom. You lose control. And open yourself up to breaches, misuse, and let's not forget about GDPR compliance. It's still a bit of a gray area, right, with these closed systems.
Okay, so not the most uplifting picture, huh? But there's hope, right? It's not all doom and gloom. Tell me there's a better way.
Oh, there's definitely a better way. Let's talk Open LLMs.
Now we're talking. Open LLMs, like suddenly I have options.
More than options. It's like stepping out of a tiny room and into a vast open landscape. You're not just a user anymore, you're a creator.
I like the sound of that. So give it to me straight. Open LLMs. How are they different? What makes them so special?
Transparency, that's the key. With Open LLMs, you see the code, you understand how it works, and get this, you can even improve it.
No more black boxes, huh? I'm liking this already.
Exactly. No more black boxes, no more blind trust. And here's the best part. Most Open LLMs are completely free. You're not trapped in those expensive subscription plans.
Okay, free and flexible. This just keeps getting better and better. But, and I know you know what I'm about to ask, these LLMs, they're resource hogs. What about us regular folks with our regular computers? We don't all have supercomputers, right?
That's where model quantization comes in.
Quantization sounds intimidating.
It's not, actually. It's a pretty simple concept. Imagine you have this huge, super detailed blueprint. Quantization. It's like creating a more compact version of that blueprint. It's smaller, easier to manage, but still powerful.
Okay, I'm following you. So instead of a massive file, we're working with something much more manageable.
Exactly. And just like you can compress images or videos, you can use different quantization methods for LLMs. It's all about finding that perfect balance between model size and accuracy, whatever works best for your needs and your hardware.
So where do we find these open source gems? What's the secret password?
No secret password needed. But I do love a good treasure hunt. First stop, Hugging Face. It's this amazing library just overflowing with pre-trained LLMs ready for you to download and explore.
It's like a playground for AI enthusiasts.
You said it. And then there's GitHub, of course, the heart of the open source community, cutting-edge projects, collaborative development, you name it, they've got it.
And what about AI image generation? I've heard whispers about a place called 𝐷𝐷𝐴I.
You're on top of it. 𝐷𝐷𝐴I is the place to go for that. But honestly, the world Open LLMs is your oyster. text generation, image creation, the possibilities are limitless.
All right, so we've got all these amazing open source LLMs just waiting for us. But they're like blueprints, aren't they? We need something to bring them to life.
You're exactly right. We need an inference engine.
Inference engine.
Yeah.
That's what bridges the gap between those powerful AI models and my computer, right?
Think of it like this. The inference engine is the translator, allowing your hardware to understand and use those complex LLM algorithms. And in the world of private LLMs, Ollama is leading the charge.
Ollama. It's everywhere I turn lately. Everyone's talking about it. What's the big deal?
Ollama is a game changer. It's lightweight, it's user-friendly, even for beginners. And get this, it's designed to run smoothly, even if you don't have the latest, greatest hardware.
Now that's what I like to hear. My poor laptop's been through enough. But walk me through it. How does Ollama actually work?
It's all about model files. Think of them like recipes for your AI interactions. They tell Ollama exactly how you want your LLM to behave.
Okay, I can get behind a good recipe. What goes into one of these model files?
It's surprisingly straightforward. You've got the template section, which basically outlines the conversation flow, your prompts, the LLM responses, all that. And then there's the systems section. That's where you set the rules, give specific instructions for your AI's behavior.
Hold on. So if I wanted my LLM to, say, respond like Shakespeare, all dramatic and in iambic pentameter, I could actually make that happen.
You absolutely could. That's the beauty of it. Total customization. You're in the driver's seat.
This is blowing my mind. Okay, let's say I'm ready to level up, take my private LLM global, or at least reach a wider audience. What about deploying in a cloud environment, like a really secure one?
Thinking big. I like it. Our source mentioned using Oracle Kubernetes Engine, or OK. It's a powerful platform for sure, but it does have its complexities.
Complexes we should be aware of.
Absolutely. Deploying at scale, especially in the cloud, takes careful planning, deployment complexity, performance optimization, and of course, ensuring rock-solid data privacy within that cloud environment. These are all things we need to be thinking about.
Sounds like I need to call in the experts for this one.
It can feel overwhelming for sure. But remember that source we talked about? They actually laid out a pretty cool evolution for a private LLM project. You start small, get comfortable, then gradually scale up.
Okay, so break it down for me. How do we go from 0 to cloud deployment hero?
Phase 1, start simple. Build a basic web app from scratch using Python and Streamlit. It gives you complete control and flexibility. Sure, it might take a bit more work up front, but you're building a rock-solid foundation.
So start small, build a strong base.
Yeah.
Got it. What's next?
Phase 2, we streamline. This is where we bring in pre-built web UIs for a more polished look and faster development time. Think of it like choosing a pre-designed house template instead of drawing up every detail yourself.
Got it. Efficiency is key. And finally, the big leagues. The cloud awaits.
Phase 3 is where things get exciting. We're talking Helm charts for deployment in OK. Think of Helm as this incredible toolkit that automates and streamlines your cloud deployment.
Helm. It's like having a team of expert movers who know exactly where everything goes. No heavy lifting required.
Exactly. And the best part, the source actually included a live demo of this whole process. All that code, it's on GitHub, ready for you to explore.
The proof is in the pudding, as they say. We've covered so much ground today. Open LLMs, data privacy, cloud deployment. It feels like we're on the cusp of something huge here. But what's next? Where do we go from here?
The future is wide open, and frankly, I'm excited. Our source touched on this really intriguing idea, something called a LLM leaderboard for model safety. Imagine choosing your ideal LLM like you would, say, a fair trade coffee.
You've got my attention. Tell me more.
You're evaluating not just on performance, but also on ethical sourcing and impact, transparency and accountability. That's the future of AI.
Not just powerful AI, but ethical AI. AI we can trust. I love it.
Exactly. And the tools, they're evolving so quickly. It's an incredible time to be involved in this technology.
It really feels like a new era, doesn't it? An era where privacy and control are non-negotiables. They're built right in.
I completely agree. As we continue to explore the potential of AI, we have to remember that. We have to stay mindful, make sure this technology truly serves humanity.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I have one final question for you. As AI becomes even more powerful, who do we want in control? Who do we trust with our data, with our privacy, with our future?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And ultimately, the answer lies in our hands.
Well, folks, that's all we've got time for on today's deep dive. But hey, keep those brains buzzing because there's a whole lot more to explore out there. Until next time.